State use personal email. Secretary Kerry did for a period of time until the rules were clarified. They were not a model of clarity, and it seems like there's still more work to do on that. So, yes, I believed it was allowed, but that's not the point. I said it was a mistake. And furthermore, Wolf, I have provided the department with all of the work emails that I had.
So she is with a public strong defense in the wake of this damaging report on the use of her private server. Hillary Clinton doing interviews this week saying everyone did it. With me now, Peter Schweizer, author of the book Clinton Cash, executive producer of the documentary film of the same name. And Peter, welcome back here and good morning to you in Florida. Louis Lukens has given his deposition. Who is he? What did he do at the State Department?
Well, Mr. Lukens is a longtime State Department employee. I think the reporting is he's been there since 1989, and he deals with technical matters and assisting the Secretary of State. And according to his testimony, he had conversations with Secretary Clinton and senior aides, and this whole issue of she wanted to have emails for, she said, personal issues related to family. He offered to set up a laptop computer for her to do that for separate accounting, and was told that no, she didn't want that, it wouldn't be convenient, that she didn't know how to operate a laptop or a computer. And he said that he assumed that the email situation was set up so that she could have a private email for personal reasons. We now know that, of course, a lot of official State Department business went through that server as well.
Oh, so he tried to set up a laptop, did not happen. Gave her a BlackBerry, I do believe, right? You've read through.
That's right.
You read through his deposition. What did it tell you, Peter?
Well, it tells you lots of things. I mean, here's the problem. The Clinton story keeps changing, and it just doesn't make sense. I mean, one of the points that they've made repeatedly is they did this for convenience purposes, that she wanted to use the BlackBerry for convenient purposes. She wanted to merge these accounts for the sake of convenience. But as Mr. Lukens points out in his deposition, because of the way security is handled at the State Department, that you have these purposeful dead zones where BlackBerries can't be used. Secretary Clinton, when she was in her office, actually had to leave the office and go out into a hallway to send and receive emails. That certainly is not convenient. So again and again, consistently, they shifted the story, and I think it's just going to continue to get worse as the circle tightens further on the Clintons.
Why would that be, Peter? You've listened to her defense this week. Why do you say that?
Well, I think because the defense has changed and the explanations simply don't make sense. Look,
so the
bottom line
is shifting.
Yes, the story is shifting. And also keep in mind, she deleted more emails than she kept. And their claim has been that the emails they deleted were simply private and personal. So they're trying to argue that she actually sent more private and personal emails than she did on official business. There are gaps in the emails that have been released. We now know, for example, despite the claim she just made on the tape you made and elsewhere, that they turned over all the professional emails she had. We now know that there were emails from General Petraeus, that there were emails from others that Judicial Watch has turned up, that she never turned over, that were personal. So as we get further into the details, the problem gets more difficult for her.
She is, Lukens is the first of 6 to be deposed.
That's right.
Cheryl Mills is today. What is the expectation for how this unravels from here?
Yeah, I expect the Cheryl Mills deposition to be more contentious. She is not only was chief of staff when Hillary Clinton was Secretary of State, she has also been a personal attorney for the Clintons. You may remember that she actually invoked attorney-client privilege at previous discussions on this matter. I think that what is happening with these depositions that Judicial is doing, it's going to continue to tighten, and it's going to be harder for them to make the arguments and offer the rationale that they have in the past, that this was either an innocent mistake or that there's no big deal here.
Okay, we haven't had you on since the State Department report came out 2 days ago. How and where has this story moved, do you believe, since the release of that report?
Well, it's gone from kind of a, he said, she said type of scenario where you have two alternative explanations. You now have the State Department itself coming out and saying that she violated these rules, which is really, as Charles Krauthammer and others have pointed out, is really violating the law, and that it was done so intentionally, that this was done with design. So, this is no longer a dispute about what might happen and what the significance of this is. You now have the agency at the State Department saying, no, this was a problem, and you had rules that were consistently broken by Secretary Clinton.
All right. Peter Schweizer, thank you for your time. More to come on this, and we'll get more analysis, too, as it continues. Thank you, sir, in Tallahassee.